Because they say that Ganesha is a giver of wisdom. He is a giver of wisdom. Means just wisdom becomes a dharma, becomes a part and parcel of your being. You become just wise. Now somebody may ask, Mother, how to become wise? It's very difficult to say. How to become wise? It is just that it happens that you become wise. So though he is a child, he is so matured. He is so wise. And he is not only that, but he emits wisdom. And this wisdom is an innate quality of anyone who is a surgeon. Because in him also Shri Ganesha has been awakened. So he becomes a wise person, very wise. And with wisdom, what does he achieve? He achieves a balance, a proper ascent, and also he understands that this ascent is for his benevolence, for the benevolence of his country, benevolence of the whole world. He understands the importance of Sahaja. Without this wisdom, one cannot understand. And this wisdom is within us, just absolutely innately built in. Only thing is, we have to use the storehouse of this wisdom that is within us. Of course, but in these circumstances, one has to understand that the wisdom plays such a part in life that whatever may happen outside, whatever may be the trend, whatever may be the fashion, whatever maybe the people are all changing into, you do not change. You change within. Once you have changed within, then you have full idea as to what is expected of others, and what they should do, what you are doing, and how to deal with them, and how to talk to them, how to tell them, how far to go with them. Everything, all this comes through wisdom. So in wisdom, you don't have to think, argue. I've seen many people who say, Mother, you see, we were thinking, then we had vibrations, we didn't know what to do, this, that, how to do, how to correct, how to work it out. Now I must say this is a state. It is not a state to be achieved, but it's a state. Means you are there. It has to be innately built in yourself, this state of wisdom. But you can also work it out by just concentrating on yourself and trying to find out what's the matter with me, what happens to me, why? Why is it I am like this? The introspection can help you a lot to be extremely wise. But easier method is to worship the principle of innocence within yourself. So the first thing is live in the present. The wisdom is in living in the present. Present, we are here. So forget the past. Now, if I say forget the past, one may say how to do it, how to forget the past. Again, I would say meditation is the only way. You give up your left and you give up your right, and you are just standing in the center, enjoying the wisdom, enjoying the joy of your being. So, this is a very good practice. One has to practice wisdom through living in the present. This is what I have to take and is there. That's how you can really establish yourself in wisdom itself. Means the wisdom acts by itself. It's a power. Wisdom is a very big power. If you are a wise person, it's a power. It can combat any kind of ignorance, any kind of attacks, any kind of stupidity. It's such a tremendous power that God has given us, that we are wise. And this wisdom we should try to really to develop it and mature it properly within ourselves. So today's Shri Ganesha's pujan is there. While we should ask for wisdom, And for that we have to be in the present. Every way we should be in the present. If you can try, you can be, because your Kundalini has been awakened and you can be all the time in the present. But today you should first try and get the Kundalini established in the present. So the greatest boon of the Devi is to give you wisdom. You can call it awareness, you can call it anything. It's a kind of a wisdom by which you become absolutely a divine personality. That wisdom you must teach through your bhakti. Now first test your wisdom. You must test your wisdom. If I am doing this, is it wise? Is it good? Why I am doing it? First test your wisdom. Then you will find out that many things you do which are wrong, which should not have been done. But first your wisdom must develop, and you must see that your wisdom works and helps. I have seen now yesterday's drama, you must have seen that girl. She is very sensitive and she could see through her wisdom what was good. If you cannot find out what is good and what is bad, that means the wisdom is lacking. If you cannot find out what should you do, then the wisdom is lacking. But if you have the wisdom, then you will immediately know that this is wrong. Wisdom is the sign of a person who is really a realized soul of a very high level. If you don't have wisdom, whatever you may do, you might feel satisfied about it. But the wisdom part is very, very important. That is the most governing part within us. And as you know, Ganesha is the giver of wisdom. That's why Ganesha must be worshipped. The one who has blessings of divine is a wise person. He is very wise, and his wisdom is shown by his silence. And the whole power, the divine power, uses that person as a media and works tremendously. That man himself is surprised how it has helped him. A woman can have that, a man can have it. Anybody can have that wisdom, that profoundness, that temperament, which is so beautiful and so empowering. Such a person doesn't curse anyone, doesn't bother to curse anyone, but it works. He never gets angry with anyone, but it works. He doesn't lose temper, no. But some temper works and harm you, which you never expected. It is within us, within our power as human beings, to be wise. I have seen animals. Animals have wisdom, but automatic, we should say natural. But we have inculcated this, or we have developed this wisdom within us. Through what? Through our meditation, through our understanding bhakti and shraddha. So it's very important to understand the value of bhakti within us. You cannot superficially touch it. Those who are superficial will never get it. Wisdom only comes through understanding what is wisdom is. You might find somebody extremely wisdom. So I have to tell you one thing, it's your wisdom which will save you. Your wisdom will unconsciously help you. There was one gentleman, Sahajogi, once he was going somewhere in the car and suddenly he decided to go on to another road, suddenly. And what happened? that on that road there was a very big accident and he would have been in that accident. Like that, there are many incidents people have told me, Mother, how we were saved, how we were brought to the brink of death and then how we are just alive. It is because the divine needs you. Divine doesn't want you to die or to finish off. It needs you very much. It has to do its work and you are the instrument of that divine. If you have wisdom, you are the best instrument for the divine to work it out. Wisdom is something, a very innate quality, very innate. It's not superficial. You cannot just say that this person is wise or not. It shows that just like a power, it's a power of understanding and is supported by the power of the goddess. So she is the giver of wisdom. This is the biggest quality of the goddess, that she is the giver of wisdom. And wisdom comes as a part of the evolutionary process. Now she's brought about all the evolution so far, and to go further, she is going to make you a very wise person. So I have to tell you one thing, that before you people start spreading Sahaja Yoga, please judge yourself. Just see if you are wise. Also see for yourself if you have the blessings of the Mother. Only the wise are the people who know whether they have the Mother's blessings or not. For that, we have so many ways of understanding. First and foremost thing is meditation and feeling your vibrations on the photograph and facing yourself clearly. If you are a realized soul, are you really a good realized soul or not? Are you deep or not? Are your vibrations working out or not? If you can see that, then you will realize that greater than all ambitions, the greatest is to become a devoted, wise personality. That is the one that will give you the joy. Joy for all kinds of things. I think one has to have again the wisdom to understand what is Sahaja Yoga. No one understands that sometimes. And they go on forming a group of people who are not at all understanding what is Sahaja Yoga. It's a very, very deep personality. Sahaja Yoga is not just by saying I am a Sahaja Yogi, but it's a very deep personality. And that deep personality has to be felt by others as the wise, very wise. Not that how much you talk or shout or give lectures is important. Is the peace, the tranquility, the capacity to love within you are important. And that's how people can judge whether you are really blessed by your mother or not.